Hello dear viewers, my name is Dr. John Mohmad Pandit, Assistant Professor at the English Department, Institute of Aeronautical Engineering, Hyderabad. Today in this video lecture, I will deliberate on the most important topic, and that is positivity and motivation as an attitude. Here in this video lecture, you will come to know what's positivity and motivation, and what are the different strategies that we can adopt in order to adhere this positivity and motivation. And the next, you will come to know about the importance of this positivity and motivation. And at the end, I will tell you what are the different tips which we can adopt in order to gain this positivity and motivation, or how we can retain this positivity and motivation. Let us start with the definition. What is positivity? It's a mental attitude that focus on the positive aspects of situation and outcome. When we say positivity or being a positive person, it's an attitude. In fact, it's a mental attitude. Mental attitude that focus on the positive aspects of life or positive aspects of any situation. Therefore, it's something that's related to our mental makeup. And it is so important that it can improve our life in every aspect. That's why, or it refers to mental attitude and a practice of focusing on good aspects of situation. Again, it's a mental attitude where we always focus on the good aspects of life. We neglect or negate the negative aspects. In fact, we also look for the good aspects of life. Or for that matter, it can be any situation. And expecting favorable outcomes. We also always expect good things to come. That's why we say expecting favorable outcomes. That our outcome will be good for us. And maintaining a constructive perspective even in challenging circumstances. And that's very important. Here, one need to maintain a constructive perspective. That means one must be very constructive. One should negate every negativity. And we should be very constructive, and that too in any circumstances. It can be any challenging circumstance. Therefore, before we move to the next slide, again, you need to understand that it's a mental attitude that focuses on the positive aspects of life or any situation. Here, now the next important point or the term of our topic, that is motivation. And what's this motivation? It's the internal or the external drive that influences behavior towards achieving goals. Again, this is the both internal as well as external drive that motivates our behavior, that tend to mold our behavior towards achieving our goals. And here we have the different types of motivation. For example, we have the intrinsic motivation, we have the extrinsic motivation. As the word suggests, this intrinsic motivation means the internal satisfaction. It's driven by personal satisfaction or inherent enjoyment of any activity. It's something which is innate, it's something which is inherent, it's something which is within us. That's why we say it is driven by the personal satisfaction or inherent enjoyment of an activity. For example, when we read a novel or when we read a novel for the mere purpose of enjoyment, and we get a sort of internal satisfaction, that is what we call intrinsic motivation. And the next one is the extrinsic. As the word extrinsic suggests, that it is something that we deals with external rewards. This type of motivation is driven by the external rewards or pressures. For example, working hard, one will get a promotion. Here the promotion, it's the external factor that urges us, that motivates us to move or to work in a particular direction. That's why we call it extrinsic, something that's not within us, that is outside us, beyond us. That's why this type of motivation, it is driven by external rewards or pressures. For example, we often see it in office settings or workplace settings where a teacher or employee is told to do this or this, you will get promotion. Therefore, it's the external factor that urges one, that motivates one to work in a particular direction. And here, now, why is it important? Why this motivation or this positivity is important? First of all, we will take the positivity. The importance of positivity, what's it? It influences both our personal or the public life or the professional life. That means it does an impact both on our personal life, that means the private life, or professional life or public life. For example, if we take the professional life, it enhances job performance. If one is positive in a professional setting, surely that positivity will enhance his productivity. He will prove very fruitful for that office, or for that company, or for that organization. That's why we say that one need to be very positive in order to sharpen, in order to whet, in order to improve his productivity. That's why we say it enhances job performance. It makes a man more and more productive. And the second one is the better problem solving skills. Again, if you are positive, surely you will gain better problem solving methods or skills. In any circumstance, whether it's good or bad, one need to be positive. Because then one can prove or one can face any problem, or one can find solution to any problem. That's why we say the better problem skills. And the next one is improved leadership abilities. When we take this positivity in professional setting, surely it improves our leadership skills. It develops, it nourishes, it whets our leadership qualities. Therefore, one need to be positive in a professional setting, if one want to excel, if one want to move ahead, if one want to gain something new or something precious. And the next important thing is the impact on personal life. It's important, it's also important in our personal life. That means in our private life. It increases overall happiness. If you develop this positivity, or if you adhere, or if this positivity is innate in you, surely your life will be very happy. That's why we say, if one need to be happy, if one wants to be happy, first and the foremost thing is that he need to be positivity. He needs to be positive. He needs to have this positivity. That's why we say in private life it can increase our happiness. It can make us happy. And the second one is the strong relationships. This positivity develops a kind of bond with others. When a person is positive, he or she has surely strong relationship ties. That means it helps in our interpersonal relations, or it helps in our interpersonal communication. And the next one is the better physical health. This positivity is directly or indirectly related to our health. If one wants to be healthy, one need to be positive. That's why here it affects or it draws an influence on our private life also. For example, for better physical health, one need to be positive. And the next one, the importance of motivation. When we talk about the motivation, and here this motivation, it helps both in our professional life and private life. For example, if we talk about the professional life, it helps us to achieve our career goals. If you are motivated for something, if you have the enough motivation to attain something, surely that motivation will help you in achieving that thing. And it can be anything. It can be your short-term career goal or long-term career goal. That's why we say it helps us in the achievement of career goals. And the next important one is uh, it increases our productivity and efficiency. Again, it is similar to that of positivity. Yes, of course, in similar fashion as we saw in positivity, here again, this motivation, it will increase your productivity and efficiency. If you're motivated for something, or if you're motivated to do better, surely you will increase your productivity and efficiency with that thought. And the next one is the better engagement and job satisfaction. This motivation, it will imbibe in you better uh, engagement with any job, and you will get a sort of job satisfaction if you're motivated. If you are not motivated, surely you will hate your job, you will neglect your job, and ultimately it will have a bad effect on your career. That's why we say that it better engagement and job satisfaction. We can get these things if we have a motivation, if we have a good motivation. And the next one, when we talk about this, it was all about the professional life. Now, when we talk about the personal life, this motivation, Realization of personal goals. This motivation, it gives us the realization of our personal goals. It makes us aware, it makes us cautious about our personal goals. And the next one is it increases resilience and it increases resilience in us. That means in any hard situation, we find ourselves more resilient. And the next one is it enhances the sense of purpose and fulfillment. In fact, this motivation, it provides a sense to our life, a purpose to our life. And we find when we are motivated, enough motivated, surely we move to our desired goals and we try to fulfill those goals. The first and the foremost thing is that one need to be motivated. That's why we say it enhances the sense of purpose and fulfillment. Now, we will take different strategies to develop positivity and motivation. Here, the first and the foremost thing is self-awareness. When we talk about uh, developing this positivity, the first and the foremost thing is one need to be aware of self, which we call self-awareness. Here, it's about identifying and reframing negative thought patterns. Now, this self-awareness, in this self-awareness, first and the foremost thing is that one need to identify the both positive as well as negative thoughts. And thereafter, we can reframe those negative thoughts. At the same time, we can nurse our positive thoughts so that we will be in a position to fulfill our dreams or to fulfill our desired goals. Now, the first and the foremost thing is one need to be aware of self. When we are aware about ourselves, then we can frame different policies, then we can frame different strategies for ourselves. That's why here and how we can we can identify ourselves. First of all, how we can become aware about ourselves. The first and the foremost thing is we need to identify negative thoughts. Thereafter, we need to reframe those negative thoughts patterns. And the next one is the gratitude practice. Keeping a gratitude journal, like expressing thanks. That's best way to get catharsis, a purgations of emotions, or the purification of emotions, or the clarification of emotions. Yes, we can clarify, we can purify our emotions while paying gratitude. That's why the gratitude, we should often express thanks. We should we should keep a gratitude journal. That means we should, without any hesitation, we should pay gratitude. In this way, it will purify. It will purify. It's a kind of purgation of emotions. It's a kind of purification of emotions. It will prove as a catharsis for us. And the next one is positive self-talk. The self-talk, it's very important. And the self-talk, it can be in the shape of a monologue. It can be in the shape of a soliloquy. But one need to talk to himself, which we call self-talk. But the self-talk, it must be the positive. It must be positive. using affirmation and encouraging language. That's the important strategy to develop one's positivity. If one talks to himself in the form of a monologue, in the form of a soliloquy, but the important point is that one need to adhere encouraging language and the words of affirmation. We should not talk about negativity or about negative thoughts in our soliloquy or monologue. The self talk, it will analyze our thoughts. It will analyze our thoughts. It will make us aware about ourselves. It will make everything clear. In fact, it will clear our blurred thoughts about our future, about our career. That's why it's very important, the self-talk. But one need to adopt only encouraging language, the language of positivity, or the language of affirmation. And the next one is mindfulness and meditation. This mindfulness or the meditation, it will always uh, keep you present. If you meditate, or if you meditate, surely this meditation will develop your concentration, and you will always feel present in any situation. And here, this meditation or this mindfulness, it is all about the clarity of thought. It's all about the mental clarity. When you get involved in this meditation, everything will be clear for you. In fact, you will get the exact picture what you want to do, or you will get the exact picture of your career. And here the next one is surround yourself with positivity. That's very important. In fact, the human beings, they are by and large affected by the external things, external settings. In fact, these external things, they exert a great influence on our mind. In fact, some psychologists say that we are born with a clean slate. That means our mind, when we are born, our mind is like tabula rasa. That means our mind is clean slate. And whatever we imbibe, whatever we gain from the external sources, that becomes the store of knowledge. And here it means that you should surround yourself with positive persons, or things who all of the persons or the things that always talk about the positivity. That's why building a supportive social network. And for this, you need to build a supportive social network or engage in uplifting activities, or you can engage yourself in uplifting activities. And the next one is setting realistic goals. And this is another strategy for cultivating positivity. Here, we need to set the realistic goals which we can fulfill. And here you can implement the SMART goals framework. And once more, one should celebrate small achievements, because those achievements will give us confidence. And the next one is the setting clear objectives. Define long-term and short-term goals. This is another strategy to develop motivation. When our goals are clear, when our goals are definite, when we know that what we have to do in a set period of time, surely it will boost our motivation. That's why we should define the long-term and short-term goals. Our long-term and short-term goals, they must be definite. They must be clear, particular. There must be no ambiguity. And if we are clear about the career goals, both short-term and long-term, it will boost our motivation. It will develop our motivation power. And the next one is the creating a vision board. It means the visualizing goals and tracking progress. That is the very important thing. We should visualize things, and we should visualize the whole tracking process or the progress. It will motivate us for any improvement, or it will motivate us to gain our goals quickly. And the next one is the maintaining accountability. Accountability, that's very important, because the accountability, it gives us a sense of measurement. Here we can measure our progress if we adopt this accountability. Here the accountability, it means the regular check-ins and self-assessments. If we regularly do these assessments or accountability tests, we will measure our progress, and in this way, if we think that we are lagging somewhere, we can work on that field or that domain so as to uh, overcome those negative things. And ultimately, this whole process, it will boost our motivation. That's why this accountability is very important. This accountability, it will set our goals clear. It will motivate us to move ahead. It will motivate us for our to achieve our goals. That's why this maintaining accountability is again important. And the next one is the benefits of the positive thinking. What are the different benefits of the positive things? The first and the foremost thing is it enhances well-being. This positive thinking, it will improve one's physical as well as mental health. That's why we always suggest that one need to be positive. Because this positivity, it will boost one's physical as well as mental health. And the next one is resilience. This is the important benefit of being positive. Increase resilience. In fact, this positivity, it will help a person to handle all challenge efficiently. That's why it will boost your ability to face challenge. And the next one is the improved relationship. This positive impact on interaction with others. This positive or the positivity or the positive thinking, it will improve your interpersonal communication. It will help you to develop relationship with other persons. To be more explicit, with this positive thinking, you can frame or you can construct a network of communication links. That's why it's very important. It helps us to develop relationships. And the next one is this is the most important thing about the positive thinking. It improves one's mental health. For example, this positive thinking, it reduces symptoms of depression, anxiety, stress. These positive thinkers tend to have greater emotional resilience and cope better with the challenge. That's it. That's why it's very important to have this positivity. because it can help one to overcome the depression, stress, or anxiety. And the next one, the important thing about the benefit of positive thinking is improves problem solving skills. This optimistic individual approach challenge with a solution oriented mindset, which enhance their creativity and ability to find effective solutions. This positivity or the positive things, it will enhance one's creativity. If you are positive, if you have a positivity of if you have a positivity, surely you will approach any problem with a mindset, such type of mindset that you have to solve this problem, you have to overcome this challenge, and in this whole process you will be more creative. That's why this positive thinking, it's important. It improves one's problem solving skill. And here the next one is it reduces it. Positive things lowers level of cortisol, the stress hormone, leading to reduced stress level and better overall health. This positivity, it has an effect on our hormones also. That's why one need to be positive. If one has to reduce the stress, one need to be positive. And the next one is the longevity. The studies suggest that optimistic individuals tend to live longer and have a better overall health outcomes over time. In fact, this positivity or having a positivity or uh, positive thinking, it can, uh, in fact, it can prove very beneficial for our lifespan. It can increase one's lifespan. If you will find the person who is a positive about all things, or who always get involved in this positivity or positive thinking, his lifespan will be the larger than the other. It will be the greater than the other. That's why it's very important. It will enhance or it will tend to live longer and have a better overall health outcomes over time. Now, the next one is, as I told you, that this positive thinking, it will enhance one's physical and mental health. But when we talk about the physical and the mental health, surely they are interdependent to each other, interrelated to each other. Therefore, if one is mentally sound, surely his body will be sound. Therefore, one need to have this positivity. If one need uh, to be healthy both in body and mind. And the next one is the increased resilience. People with the positive attitudes are more resilient in the face of adversity. They bounce back quicker from the setbacks and maintain a constructive perspective during the difficult times. Therefore, one need to be positive because this positivity, it will develop resilience in us. Here, a person who has this positivity, he bounced back quicker from the setbacks and he maintains a constructive perspective during difficult times. That's why it's very important. Now, the next one is the better relationship. Another benefit of positive thinking, it's the better relationship. A positive attitude fosters empathy, kindness, cooperation in relationships. It helps build trust and mutual respect, leading to healthier and more fulfilling connection with others. Now, the important thing is that this positivity fosters empathy in us. It fosters kindness in us. It develops a sense of cooperation in us. And in this way, we get very closer to other persons. And ultimately, we are in a position to make more and more relations. In fact, we make a network of relations, and that proves to be very helpful for us because we get every sort of information. And this positivity, it builds trust in us, it builds a mutual respect in us, and in fact, it makes our life beautiful. Again, the positive thinking, longevity, research suggests that individual with the positive attitude tends to live longer and enjoy better health outcome. And another benefit of positive thinking is that better stress management. Positive attitudes can reduce stress levels by fostering a sense of control and optimism. This positive things, it will make you optimistic, and it will reduce your stress level. This leads to a lower cortisol level and a healthier response to the stressful situation. Therefore, one need to be positive, or one need to think positively, because it will help you uh, in maintaining the stress level. And the next one is enhanced leadership skills. Positive attitudes are often associated with effective leadership qualities such as vision, motivation, and the ability to inspire others. Here, this positivity, it will enhance or it will vet one's leadership qualities. In fact, it will develop qualities like the vision, motivation, and ability to inspire others. And the next one is the proactiveness. And here, this positivity, it will make one proactive in addressing the challenge and pursuing opportunities rather than waiting for things to happen. If you have a positive thinking, if you have a positivity, it will make you more proactive, and you will face challenge rather than wait for things to happen. And the next one is adaptability. These positive thinkers are flexible and open minds. They easily adjust to challenge and see change as a chance for new experience and possibilities. In fact, the persons who have this positivity, they can easily mold their opinions, they can easily mold their nature. In fact, they can change uh, themselves according to the situations. That's why they are more and more adaptive. And the next one is the empathy. They demonstrate the empathy and understanding towards others. Here, this empathy, this positivity, it will develop in you empathy, and therefore you will be passionate towards others. And the next one is the effective communication. This positivity, it will uh, make you efficient in communication because it will help you to listen more and more and speak less and less, and it will Develop a rapport. With the help of this positivity, you will be in a position to develop rapport with others. And the next one is the teamwork and collaboration. This teamwork and collaboration, they value collaboration, respect diverse opinions, and contribute positively to team goals. This positivity, it will help one to develop this sense of teamwork or collaboration. If you are positivity, surely you will take more and more people in your project for that matter. And you will be very collaborative, and you will be in a position to receive diverse opinions from diverse people or from different people. Ultimately, these opinions will contribute to your project. That's why it's very important. And the next one is the self-awareness. Positive thinkers are aware of their strengths and weakness. They use the self-awareness to improve themselves and seek feedback for personal growth. That's why it makes one aware about himself. And the next one is the motivation and persistence. The motivation, these positive thinkers are motivated to achieve their goals. They maintain enthusiasm and stay committed to their objectives even in the face of hurdles or obstacles. Now, this positive thinking, it will develop one's motivation in order to achieve one's goals. And the next one is the gratitude. They cultivate a sense of gratitude and appreciate the positive aspects of their lives and relationships. This fosters a positive mindset and resilience during tough times. And the next one is the leadership. Positive thinkers often exhibit leadership qualities such as vision, inspiration, and ability to motivate and empower others. Now we have some tips for maintaining this positivity. The first is start the day positive. Begin your day with your positive intentions or rituals or thoughts, such as practicing gratitude, meditation, affirmation. This sets a positive tone for the rest of the day. Therefore, our beginning must be the positive. We should start the beginning with practicing gratitude, meditation, affirmation. All these things will set a positive tone for the rest of the day. And the next one is the monitor your self-talk. Pay attention to your inner dialogues and consciously replace negative thoughts with positive ones. Affirmations can help reinforce positive beliefs about yourself and your abilities. That's very important, this self-talk. We need to monitor our self-talk. We need to monitor our inner thoughts. And if one finds that there are some negative thoughts, we can negate those negative thoughts. In fact, we can nurture our positive thoughts. That's why we say one need to monitor one's self-talk. And here the next one is surround yourself with positive influences. One should always surround oneself with the people who are who have this positivity. That's why spend time with people who uplift and encourage you. Don't sit among the pessimistic people. In fact, you should always walk with optimistic people, persons who always uh, encourage you for anything, for good things, who uplift and encourage you for good things. And their positivity can have a contagious effect and support your own positive mindset. Surely you will adhere, you will gain, you will imbibe this positivity from them. And the next one is limit exposure to negative. Minimize exposure to negative news, gossips, or toxic environment that can drain your energy and optimism. Instead, focus on constructive and uplifting content. One should not expose oneself to the negative thoughts or to the people who carry these negativity, who carry this negativity. That's why minimize exposure to negative news. We should keep away. We should keep ourselves away from the negative news or negative thoughts or negative gossips or toxic things, because these things, they will drain your energy and optimism. Instead, we should focus on the constructive and uplifting content. And the next one is practice gratitude daily. That's very important. And take time each day to reflect on things you are grateful for. This practice shifts your focus to the positive aspects of your life and fosters a sense of abundance. One should often practice this gratitude because it will give you the sense of how grateful are you. Or this practice shifts your focus to the positive aspects of your life and fosters a sense of abundance. You will feel that, yes, I have got so many things. In fact, ultimately, it will boost your motivation and positivity. And the next one is find meaning and purpose. Align your activities with your values and goals. When you feel connected to a greater purpose, it can enhance your motivation and overall positivity. That's very important that one should align one's activities with the values and goals. Because when one feels connected to a greater purpose, he or she can enhance his or her motivation and overall positivity. And the next one is the manage stress effective. Develop a healthy coping mechanism for stress, such as exercise, breathing, and mindfulness. Stress management is crucial for maintaining a positive outlook. Therefore, we can gain this motivation, this positivity only if we can develop a coping mechanism. For example, we should exercise, we should take a deep breathing, uh, we should get involved in deep breathing, mindfulness. These things can overcome this negative thoughts. These things can overcome our. In fact, this stress management. This is very crucial for a positive outlook. And the next one is learn from challenge. Waves challenge as opportunity for growth and learn. We should take these challenges as an opportunity for growth and learn. Reflect on what you can gain from difficult experiences rather than letting them dampen your positivity. Here, we should reflect, we should ponder over, we should think over what we have gained so far. from the difficult airport experiences rather than letting them damp your positivity. That's why we should learn from the challenge. And the next one is stay flexible and adopt. And here, as we know that life is unpredictable, so maintain flexibility and adaptability in your responses to change and challenge. A positive attitude helps you navigate uncertainties more effectively. That's very important. If you have this positivity, if you want to maintain this positivity, when you need to be very adaptable, you need to adopt the things, you need to be very elastic, you need to be very flexible because these things will make you imbibe more and more information, more and more knowledge, and you will come to know more and more about this world. And the next one is seek feedback and learn continuously. This is embrace feedback as a tool for improvement and growth. That's very important. One should regularly take these feedbacks. One should not feel shy or one should not hate these feedbacks because these feedbacks they will motivate us to do better next time. That's why embrace feedbacks as a tool for improvement and growth, not as an insult. We should not take these feedbacks as an insult. We should take it something that will help us to uh, achieve our goals. Next one is practice self-compassion. Be kind and understanding to yourself, especially during setbacks and failures. That's very important. Here, the self is very important. One need to be self-compassionate. One should understand, or you should understand, or you should be very kind, and you should understand yourselves. And that too, most importantly, when you face any setback or failure, give more and more importance to yourself. That's very important. And the next, we should not negate ourselves. It doesn't mean that one should be egoistic, no, but one should not neglect oneself at the expense of other things. We should respect ourselves. We should understand ourselves. We should see what is our demand, what we want to do in future, and how we can achieve our goals. It was all about today's topic. Here are some references for further reading. Uh, Thank you for listening. We will meet in another video with another topic. Till then, goodbye.
Like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.